evening, guys. I know it's a little late, but most of my family is asleep. My oldest daughter decided to come sit out here. I have been doing a series with you guys, and I was like, oh, I'll do it once a week. But you know what? I ain't gonna do it once a week. I'm gonna do it when I have inspiration, I guess, and when I find something new that's working for me, because I guess, have been doing these live videos about like anxiety and stress and calming yourselves, manifesting stuff and affirmations and things like that. So the other night I kind of went over oils. The time before that I went over what I'm using as far as like Bible study and prayer and meditation and things like that are helping me. And I'm just slowly kind of trying to add to kind of see, because like tonight, I was sitting in my car driving on my way home, and I thought to myself, how long has it been since this one fear, and I don't even know where it came from. Well, I know where it originated from, but I don't know why all of a sudden years later it came. An event happened in my life, and then years, like long years later, I think like 8 or 9 years later, it started to kind of almost be crippling to me. And it's a fear I've had. And it's, for me, like I told you guys the last time I was on my live, my chest hurts and I can feel my heart palpitating and skipping beats. And, like I just get pains through my body. And it scares me. And it used to scare me so bad that I was going to the doctor constantly all the time, having so many different things, done, but I've had heart monitors, EKGs, everything, and they're like, no, your heart's fine, it's great. And I actually just had another one done. I don't know that you guys can see it, but I'm actually allergic to the adhesive to those things, but I just turned one in. But anyway, so my point to all this is I was in my car and I thought, how many years has this thing been in my life and scared me, and I've had fear of it? And how many more years am I going to have to deal with this? It's annoying, to be honest. I absolutely hate it. It drives me completely bonkers that I even have to deal with it, because there are nights where I can't even function. My husband will want me to sit down to watch a movie, and I can't because I'm pacing my house, or I'm trying to find something to bring my anxiety level down to where I know that I'm okay and I'm fine. So I've been doing different things to figure this out and to try and help myself do them. And the other night I went over essential oils because I got a starter kit. And if you are interested in the oils, I've had a few of you message me right after I did that. If you're interested in the oils, you are more than welcome to message me. I can give you the website and everything where I get them from. I use Young Living. I absolutely love them. They are amazing. But like tonight, I took a hot bath and I used some oils in my hot bath, but I also listened to Les Brown. So another thing that I'm trying to do is I am trying to fill my mind with positivity, grow my mind and grow who I am as a person, to try and get myself out of this, to try and work over my fears. And so what I listened to tonight was Les Brown, and he talks about fears. One of his fears was going to the dentist. And like for me, that's not a fear, but for him, it was like he couldn't do it. Like he went years without going. So for somebody who is scared of the dentist, and it's crippling to them, that can be really scary for them. Whereas for me, it's my chest pain. And the other thing is to message people about my business that I'm doing, because I don't know, I feel scared to jump in and ask somebody, hey, are you interested? Because I'm bothering them, or I'm ticking them off, or they're going to yell and scream back at me, whatever it is. The thing of it, the difference between my two fears is one. So he talks about in his thing, he says, okay, so you have to absolutely face your fears, because the more that you feed your fears, the more that you try to resist them, the more that you're like, I ain't doing it. I'm like, no, not happening. You are actually feeding them more and more and more. And it just builds and builds and builds. And eventually it's going to crumble down. And so he talks about that. And a lot of like people let their fears hold them back from stuff. And like I said, one of my fears is my chest. I can feel my heart beating. I can feel skipping beats. I get chest pains and stuff like that. And so he says, you got to face your fear and think of the worst thing that could possibly happen. And the worst thing that could possibly happen is I could actually have a heart attack and not make it to the hospital on time and die. That is the worst possible scenario there is. That's a scary one, but what's the likelihood of that happening, kind of thing. Whereas me messaging people and just saying, hey, are you interested in trying this product? Or are you interested in doing what I do? That's not going to kill me. That's not going to harm my family. It's not going to do anything. And even if somebody does get angry with me, so what? Just let it go. Move on to the next person, you know? So to me, it's like, you know, you've got to face your fears. You've got to look at what you're scared of, and you have to start telling yourself, I can do this. So tonight, I don't know if you've been watching my other videos. If you haven't, they're on my Facebook. You'll want to go back and rewatch them because I'm not going to go back over everything I've been doing. But tonight I did do a couple of other things. So one of them is I got on my treadmill for an hour, and I didn't run, I didn't jog, I just kind of walked, because in what I do for my home business, we do team Zooms. And with these team Zooms, and then I also jump on other team Zooms, it helps me get around like-minded people, and it makes me feel motivated and happy and excited. And so that's another thing that you want to be doing with whatever you're doing in your life. Be around, you know, family members or friends, or make new friends, or get into groups, or whatever it is that you can do to be around more people that are going to be positive and have goals and push you and tell you, you can do this. You are enough. You are amazing. You are totally got this, girl, kind of thing. Because we tend to be our own critics, and we tend to tell ourselves the bad things, and then our minds start to believe it, and then we don't go any further, and we just kind of stop. And for the longest time, that's how I was. And so like I said, tonight I listened to Les Brown about fears, and I've been listening. Like last night I listened to Marissa Peer, and she's super amazing. And she talks about how, you know, you have got to feed your mind good things. You cannot be feeding it the bad things. So you got to feed it good things. So she had a client that she went to his house, and he was like, nope, not doing this thing, and was freaking out. And so she was like, okay, I know what your problem is. Well, kind of find out the root of his problem was he didn't think he was enough. And there are so many people out there that I have met myself, including my kids, some of my kids, that have said, I'm not enough, and don't think that they're enough. So she put that on their mirror. She put that on his mirror and on his fridge and walls, anywhere that he walked through, so that he could see, I am enough. So, like I said, tonight I got on the treadmill. I walked for an hour, because exercise is supposed to help release the endorphins, and it's supposed to help with anxiety, and it's supposed to help with stress. And I was feeling anxiety. So I was like, okay, I'm going to jump on here and see if maybe I can let some of this energy out, because I want positive energy, not negative. And this is giving me negative energy. So I did that while I was listening to my team Zoom. That worked totally amazing for me. But then I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to jump in and get into a hot bath. I'm going to put a couple of my oils in my bubble bath, and I'm going to listen to a motivational speaker, somebody that can help me grow my mind, because that's another thing I'm trying to do. So that is what I did. So I jumped into the bath and I did that. However, before I got into the bath, I went through on every single mirror in my house, on my fridge, and on my door when you walk out the door, and on a couple of my windows, and I wrote, I am enough. In my bedroom, I wrote, I am enough. I am a diamond. I am a mass and roller. I make $2,000 a month. I'm a badass. I can be the change, and I am doing this. Then I went into my oldest daughter's room, and I wrote, I am beautiful. I am enough. What else did I write? You got this. And then I wrote, hell yeah, I can do this. So, and then I went into my kitchen and I wrote on my fridge, I am enough. It is on my front door. When I walk out the door, it says, I am enough. But that is not just for me. That is for my children. That is for my husband, because I want everybody in my house to know that they are enough. They are enough because of the simple fact that they are who they are, and they can be whatever they want to be. They can open their minds and have the same kind of mindset that I'm trying to get, but I would rather my kids start at an early age than me, where I'm 33 years old and trying to start this now. So I have struggled with anxiety. I've struggled with stress, and I know a lot of people, stress is just out there. It's unfortunately the way that the stress is this, like now compared to what it used to be years and years and years ago, is a ton. And our bodies go into a thing that's flight or fight. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that. And so a lot of times, like if you hit that flight or fight situation, your body freaks out and screams like you're being chased by a lion. And so everything like in your body, there's certain systems that will literally shut down because it needs you to not, like your digestive system, you know, it'll do certain things. Like if you look it up, the way that it affects the body is crazy. And so your body instantly goes into this flight mode and like trying to get it to where you can run away from whatever is chasing you, but really your power bill isn't chasing you, but it's stressing you out because you're like, oh, well, it's wintertime and I have a $500 power bill all of a sudden when I'm used to like a $100 power bill or whatever it might be. You know, or you might have lost your job and you don't know how you're going to get another one, so you're completely stressed out and freaking out and don't know. The thing that I'm saying though is like your body doesn't know the difference between you freaking out because you're late for your job or lost your job compared to a lion chasing you. Your body reacts the same. So the moment you go into stress, the moment you go into anxiety, your body goes into this mode and it says, okay, she's in danger, we got to go. We've got to kick these systems into go gear and stop some of these systems. And it's actually really bad for your body. And if you're constantly doing that, it can cause sickness and illness and disease, and it's just not good for our bodies. It's not good for who we are. And so for me, like I am trying really hard to get my body to just jumpstart a complete different way. Because it'll be mobile. Like I cannot sit down and watch a movie with my husband because I'll be pacing my house. I got to go back and forth, or I got to go outside, or I got to do something. And so now I'm trying to find other ways to do that. And by feeding my mind good information and trying to do meditation and trying to do Bible study and praying and stuff. The other thing that I do is I do the adult coloring books. So I got this at Target for, I want to say like $6, $5. And then I got this Color Yourself Happy. So these for me, they work to a point. Like if I need to distract my mind for a minute or calm myself down for a little bit, I can do that. But at the same time, you have to remember when you're distracting your mind, eventually it's going to come back. Eventually you can't distract it anymore and it's going to go there. And so you're just going to have to face your fears. You're going to have to think, what is the worst case scenario and what is it going to do to me? And you just have to face those fears. You have to be able to sit there and really think about it and then let it go and go, okay. And for me, like, okay, let's say you're scared of flying. Then, so like I said, I wrote, I'm enough around my house. If you're scared of flying, then maybe write, I love flying. I can do this. I fly all the time. Flying is amazing. And just writing that down and starting to believe that, so that your mind starts to tell your body, yeah, you're not scared of flying anymore. You can fly. You do it all the time. Because your body doesn't know any different. What your mind tells your body is what you're going to do. And what you feed into your mind is how you're going to react to things. So if you're like, I'm completely terrified, I'm completely scared, I can't do this, then you believe that. And if you truly believe that and the emotions are there and you're scared as all heck to that, then you're not gonna. But if you can tell yourself, I fly all the time, I love flying, and you connect those emotions to what it is. Like for me, I am enough. I can be the change, you know, that makes me feel happy and excited. So if you can take that and connect emotions to what you're telling yourself, you can manifest these things a lot quicker than if you just tell yourself, yeah, I can do that. And then really in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, I don't know why I just told myself that, because that's not true. You've got to believe what you're telling yourself, and you have to really connect emotions to it. Same with anything, like if you want to manifest something into your life, a lot of things, like, I don't know if you guys, like I said, I've done a few of these videos, and The Secret was one of them that I watched, and they talk about manifesting it, but you got to attach feelings to it. So if you want to manifest a new car and you want a new car, you know, you have to start telling yourself, you have to envision that car, which car, what color, what year, what everything, and start telling yourself that you have that car. And attach emotion to it. Like, how happy would that car make you? What could that car do for you? What is so special about that car? Like, just doing that so that you can manifest these things. And just keep in mind that everything that you're doing, everything that you're going to try to do, whether you're trying to manifest something into your life, whether you're trying to do positive affirmations so that you can start to feel better about yourself, or get over a fear, or get over stress or anxiety, whatever it is, you want to attach a good, positive emotion to it, and you want to start filling your mind and growing your mind with positivity. So my recommendations is getting on YouTube and looking up motivational speakers, or like I said, Les Brown, you could start there. Marissa Peer is another one. Joyce Meyer is another one. There is a couple of others. I actually think there's even a YouTube channel that's called Mindset. And they just have all these people that come in and they do them. So meditation, you know, you could start in meditation, start meditating, and tell yourself while you're meditating, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, or I am not scared of flying, I'm not scared of flying, I'm not scared of flying, and continue doing it. So anyways, guys, I just kind of wanted to go over that and let you guys know the other things that I did do tonight, some of the things that I am trying out, but I am telling you, feeding your mind is going to be the biggest thing. And I really hope that I'm helping somebody. I really hope that the positivity that I'm trying to put out there and the good vibes and everything is reaching somebody. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to comment down below. I'm still waiting for my Confluenza to get here. The moment that it gets here, I'm going to start taking that, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm super excited for that. Like I said, I do the essential oils. If you guys are interested in getting some of those, just let me know, and I can direct you to the website or, you know, wherever. I have Young Living. Absolutely love them. But anyways, and I have my diffusers. So I use oils in my diffusers. I use them in blends. I use them in my bath water. I make bath bombs with them. So I use them in different ways. So if you're interested in knowing that, there's also apps that you can use to download. If you want to know what apps I'm talking about, just let me know, because they can help you with like how to use them. If you want to know more about them, just comment below. I told you where I got my color books. I got one from Walmart, one from Target. The Bible that I use is Joyce Meyer. It's Battlefield of the Mind. I read a lot of her books. She actually has a book, Battlefield of the Mind, Living Beyond Your Feelings. That's another really good one. I told you guys the motivational speakers that I'm listening to. Again, that's Marissa Peer, Les Brown, Joyce Meyer, and then there's another one I cannot remember the name. Joel Osteen's another good one. But there's one more and I cannot remember. But anyways, yeah, so just YouTube it. It's amazing. Surround yourself with people. Keep watching my lives if you're interested in anything else. I drink plenty of water, and like I said, I got on the treadmill tonight, and I went and got the wet dry erasers, and that's what I'm using to write on everything so that it'll stay until I use something wet to take them off. I got those at Walmart. So if you guys have any questions for me or are interested in anything else, just let me know. And I can also forward the videos that I'm watching if you guys would like to see what videos I'm watching and how I'm connecting with those. Also, what meditation videos I use, if you want to know those. The Calm app is amazing. Unfortunately, you do have to pay for it. YouTube does have some of the Calms, though, on there for free that you can listen to. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead, comment below or message me. You guys have a good evening.